Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Proverbs with Paul in the afternoon. A beautiful afternoon. It truly is. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 14. The beginning of strife is like letting out water. So abandon the quarrel before it breaks out. The beginning of strife. Before you go into an argument or a contest of disagreements with someone, there's always that zone before you start where you have an opportunity to take charge of a situation and choose not to get involved. But often we find ourselves not listening to that time period, that zone time, and we find ourselves in the midst of a contest, the midst of an argument. And Solomon here is saying that in that zone time, when you have the opportunity to solve the problem by walking away, act in the right way. Don't get caught up in it. Because as soon as you press that button, everything starts flying and the whole journey of a quarrel begins. So to the degree in which it depends on our ability to take charge of an argument, Solomon is saying, take charge, because that's wisdom. Wisdom is taking charge before it becomes a problem. The beginning of strife, like letting out water. If you know something's going to aggravate someone, or something's going to intimidate someone, or something's going to upset someone, don't do it, because it ain't going to help you in the end, and it most certainly ain't going to help them. No, better to avoid rather than get involved. So abandon the quarrel before it breaks out. Now, we don't abandon it because inside of us is this nature called sin, which desires what we want over what the other person wants. But this surrender is not actually a problem, because we are often contesting with things that will not really be that relevant, but it's like winning points or achieving something. And when you look at it, it's just not worth it. It's not worth going into a place of being upset, either you or the other person, because whatever mess you make in that argument, you're going to have to clear up if you want to continue a relationship with the person. So the way the Bible teaches us is to be a peacemaker, someone that takes charge of a situation. Now, sometimes people do disagree with life, and that's okay. You don't need other people to agree with you to make your perspective on that something right. If that's what you think about something, that's perfectly okay. It may be that you're wrong, but it's okay for you to think what's wrong, because at this stage in your life, that's what you think, and you should have the freedom to think it. And that's true not just for you, but that's true for the other person as well. So we don't have to get everyone to agree with us to make what we're thinking right. Because if what we're thinking right is actually wrong, we could be taking someone away from the right place into a wrong place. Brothers and sisters, be a peacemaker. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the day. And I'll see you tomorrow.